In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through South African politics, Democratic Alliance leader John Steenhuisen has unveiled a nationwide campaign aimed at demanding transparency and accountability in government. Titled "No More Cover UPS," the initiative seeks to put relentless pressure on public institutions to release previously withheld reports on corruption, shining a spotlight on practices that many citizens suspect have long been kept from public scrutiny. Steenhuisen's announcement comes at a time when public trust in government institutions is waning, and calls for accountability have reached a fever pitch. At a packed press briefing in Cape Town, Steenhuisen delivered a fiery speech, declaring that the DA will no longer allow secrecy and obfuscation to shield corrupt practices from scrutiny. For too long, ordinary South Africans have been left in the dark while those in positions of power have acted without consequence, Steenhuisen said. We are calling on every branch of government to release the reports that expose wrongdoing. The people have a right to know, and we will not rest until transparency is enforced. His words resonated with a growing public sentiment that corruption is a crisis undermining the nation's democratic institutions and economic growth. The "No More Cover UPS" campaign is multifaceted, combining public rallies, media engagement, and legal avenues to ensure that corruption reports currently withheld by government bodies are made accessible to the public. According to Steenhuisen, the DA plans to partner with civil society organizations, whistleblowers, and investigative journalists to track down suppressed documents, highlight patterns of corruption, and challenge bureaucratic secrecy through the courts. By taking this aggressive approach, the DA is signaling that it is not merely making promises but intends to confront systemic opacity head-on. Steenhuisen emphasized that transparency is not a partisan issue but a democratic necessity. He stressed that the campaign is about defending the rights of citizens and strengthening the integrity of public office, rather than targeting individuals or political parties. This is about the principle that those entrusted with public funds and authority must answer to the people, he said. When corruption is hidden behind closed doors, it erodes trust, discourages investment, and impacts services that ordinary South Africans rely on. We will expose the truth, because the people deserve nothing less. The initiative has already sparked reactions across the political landscape. Opposition parties have cautiously welcomed the move, with some expressing hope that Steenhuisen's campaign could pressure the ruling party to adopt greater openness in its operations. Meanwhile, critics accuse the DA of using the campaign to score political points ahead of upcoming local and national elections. Steenhuisen, however, brushed aside these claims, framing the campaign as a moral imperative rather than a tactical maneuver. This is about accountability, not elections, he asserted. We will continue to pursue the release of reports regardless of political timing, because the truth cannot wait. Public response has been swift, with social media platforms flooded with calls for transparency and hashtags supporting the campaign. Many citizens have shared personal accounts of corruption affecting their communities, reinforcing the sense that this initiative taps into a deep-seated frustration with government secrecy. Activists have praised the DA for taking a stand on an issue that resonates with the public, suggesting that Steenhuisen's leadership could redefine how opposition parties engage with the electorate on matters of governance. Legal experts note that while the campaign faces potential hurdles, such as resistance from entrenched bureaucracies or claims of national security concerns, the strategy of combining public pressure with judicial challenges increases the likelihood of success. If executed effectively, the campaign could not only result in the release of previously hidden corruption reports but also establish a precedent for increased transparency in government operations, empowering citizens and strengthening democratic norms. No More Cover UPS represents more than just a campaign, it signals a potential turning point in South African politics. By demanding accountability and shining a light on hidden corruption, Steenhuisen and the DA are positioning themselves as champions of integrity and guardians of the public interest. Whether this initiative will lead to tangible results remains to be seen, But one thing is clear, the call for transparency is louder than ever, and the era of hidden corruption is facing unprecedented scrutiny. South Africans are watching closely, hopeful that this campaign will finally deliver the openness and honesty they have long demanded from their government.